So what's up, guys? Yeah, there is something special about the bottle cancel camera, nerds. You can't when you have the glitch camera, you're able to hold Z and have it be like that when you go into the room. With a regular inverted camera, unless you have some other thing messing with the camera going on, the camera is always going to adjust itself to be the way it's supposed to be. So you need some kind of non-standard camera to make it work. How am I today? I am okay. Hello, YouTube. I'm not quite sure, Heckle Chat. Action swap is just a weird trick in general. All of the results with different kinds of action swaps are all super weird, and there's probably like some super technical explanation for why they happen, but like there's not like a simple explanation. It's just weird. You can do the glitch camera anywhere, it's just that it hardly has any other uses outside of the Darunia cutscene skip. The easiest action swap to do? You can do action swap the same way you do stuff like getting a bottle on B with water. So, like, there's a really easy place to get bottle on B with water near Kakariko. You can just use the same place to get, to do action swap. You can just do it with, like, any other items. I mean, all items are the same difficulty to do action swap with the exception of stick and hammer being harder because they have weird ways that the items get taken out. I guess Big Orange Sword too, but I'm not aware of any particularly interesting action swaps with Big Orange Sword. I think the most interesting action swap is... I forget the exact items you need to use for it. I think it's bottle and any first person item like hookshot or slingshot or bow or whatever, and you get the Haunted Wasteland sound. Like you just use action swap and then you hear the Haunted Wasteland sound. It's really weird. No, I'm not going to see the Zelda Symphony. I was 7 when I first played this game. Happy birthday, King of Nowhere. Aww. I'm sure more people will say it to you today, King of Nowhere. Wow. Thanks for the sub, Icicle Skill. Or Icicles Kill. Whichever one you prefer. Oh no, the frames. Why? Would be really cool if the frames could stop dropping. I don't know what's going on. Everyone pray to the ISP gods that it stops. I use OBS Studio. Does anyone know if there might be some kind of Twitch issue going on right now, or is it probably on my end? I'm dumb. And I don't know what to do. I don't know why it's behaving like this. It's not like my bitrate is going down to like 500-ish, so it's not like I can just lower the bitrate unless you guys want an unwatchable stream. So I don't know what's going on. I can try to reset my modem, I guess. But I doubt it's gonna work. Alright, I'm gonna try to reset my modem during the cutscene. Picnic. I mean, you guys have already been picnicking for however long anyway. Well, I think I'm back, but nothing has changed. I don't know. Just hope it goes away eventually. I can't do anything else. Let's talk, chat. Since the audio is good. How are you all doing? You guys want me to do play-by-play? Alright, so just now, the Zelda's Lullaby cutscene ended, and I'm now back walking to Lake Hylia. Back walk will take quite a while. Your car broke down today, and you had to pay lots of dollar. Dang. Yeah, I don't have anything else running that would cause this. I mean, my stream was fine for the first half hour, and then this just randomly started. I did do a roll. You have a good ear. I have now entered Lake Hylia. I'm now watching the cutscene. I'm now going to backwalk to where, right above the entrance to Zora's Domain. Alright, now I'm doing a setup to do Navi Dive to Zora's Domain. Alright, I'm in place for the setup, waiting for Navi now. Alright, I got the Navi Dive. I'm now in Zora's Domain. I just caught a fish. I duped over Zelda's letter. I do like Zora's Domain. I think it's cool. Alright, I got King Zora's skip and I'm now in Zora's Fountain. Not necessarily GDQ commentary, it's play-by-play commentary for the PowerPointers. This is essentially an audio-only stream, so I gotta give you guys the play-by-play. I just entered Jabu. I have dropped 75% of my frames, and I messed up the setup already. So I wasn't paying attention. Whatever. Bang Ben. The aliens are getting revenge on me. I really messed up. Can't anger the aliens. Oh yeah, I should totally just do a blindfold run. And we're all playing under the same rules. Yeah, man, this is my statement on net neutrality. This is why we must keep net neutrality. You guys want all your streams to look like this? Why we need net neutrality? Well, yeah, good news, guys. My 75% of frames dropped has now dropped to 70% of frames dropped. We're getting there. Hey. Oh, the little red square is going yellow. That's good. That means I'm only dropping some frames. Never mind, it's back to red. Yeah, I don't know what to do. Sorry guys. If this run ends, I'll try some... I don't even know what I can try anymore. The only thing I can think of trying is like resetting my computer, which I don't see how that would fix my internet, since my internet's the issue, not my computer, but I don't know. I didn't try changing server location. I guess I could try that, but I really doubt it. Changing server has never actually helped, unless for some reason The LA server is having issues right now. I'm pretty sure I use the LA server. But like, you can check that site that like checks all the Twitch servers, right, to see if they're all... I did reset my modem earlier and it didn't do anything. But yeah, if all the Twitch servers are up and fine, then it's not the server. Get off the West Coast. No, West Coast is best coast. Yeah, I guess if this run ends, I'll try resetting my computer, see if that does anything. But I don't think it's going to. Stop streaming from Kmart. Does Kmart still exist? I feel like I haven't heard of Kmart in years. Maybe we should do a sub goal to get the frames back. If I get 100 subs this stream, maybe the frames will come back. I use Cox. Yeah, man, haha, Cox like penis. Man, it's so fucking funny. Yeah, my ISP is Cox. C-O-X. $17,000 frames dropped. I can't wait for this to be the run. And no one gets to see it. Until I upload the recording, because I am locally recording this As all speedrunners should do, always locally record your runs. What am I downloading? I'm downloading several terabytes of only the highest quality porn. Well, I am a bit upset that I've dropped 19,000 frames. I kind of like it when my viewers can see what I'm doing, instead of just hear what I'm doing. Oh my god, that barely worked. I don't think this is max speed. This isn't max speed. I definitely lost some speed. I don't know how much though, it's hard to tell. It's also hard for you guys to tell how fast I'm going. It was still decently fast. Still better than backwalking. Oh my god, I think my boomerang would have caught up to me. I think my boomerang was moving faster. Thanks for the sub, Chili Cheeto. Dang, Pit. Define ass o'clock on Friday night. Wait, I start at 11:55 p.m.? I don't even think I can do that. Oh my god. Yeah, I'll talk to them. Thanks for the 162 bits. Negative press Kavifi. Oh, 4:30 p.m. Oh, that's fine. That's no problem. I'm doing hundo for ZSR Marathon. You guys ever drop 30,000 frames while streaming? Anyone else know that feel? Kinda, Pit. I remember low quality. Can I describe what I'm doing in a soft voice? I'm currently talking to Naburu. She's telling me how to get the silver gauntlets and that she'll give me a special reward if I go get them. I'm not actually gonna get them though. I'm just using her. No man, stream's totally fine here. I totally haven't dropped 33,000 frames. Must be you, man. No, you didn't make me mad. It's just... I don't know. I'm not super mad, it's just... I'm not mad, I'm disappointed in my ISP. Yeah, sorry about the frames. If there was something I could do, I would do it. But I don't know what else I can do at this point. If the run ends, I'll try something like restarting my computer, although I doubt that's gonna work. I already tried resetting my modem, that didn't do anything. I don't have anything running that would be causing this. So I don't know what's going on. Hey, Apasher. Apasher's stealing my bandwidth for anime again. Dang. Why you gotta do that, Apasher? No, Snugsy Boop, it's my internet, not my computer. If it was my computer, OBS wouldn't show it as frames dropped, it would just be OBS lagging. But OBS is working fine. It's green. The red square is green. Oh my god. It's still green. Wait, there's yellow. Wait. Yellow, green. Green. Is it over? Is it finally over? It's red. That was a nice 10 seconds. It's green again. Red again. The more green splits I have, the better my internet becomes. Whoa. Alright. Gotta make sure this split's good. That actually explains literally everything. If I get a gold split, does my internet become gold? How does that even work? Oh, aw, I was gonna west all the way into the loading zone. No, I didn't do any new fancy strats. My PB just sucks. Wait, has it lagged at all since I entered Zora's River? Because I don't think my dropped frame count increased since Zora's River. Thanks for the 12-month resub, man without shoes. Alright, well, if this continues to work properly, my final dropped frame count is 40,987 frames. That's cool. The porn downloaded. Nice. My PB is so bad because this category is very hard. Can't believe I spliced for 45 minutes and somehow I'm ahead. Thinking emoji. You know, I remember one time when Sig still streamed Mario 64. He had a folder on his desktop called Porn, and he opened it up and it was just all his Mario 64 runs. Am I interested in running any non-OOT games? I am interested in Metroid Prime and Twilight Princess. I've ran both of them before, and they were really fun to run. And eventually, I would like to go back to them, but I keep playing OOT. What makes TP fun to speedrun? I think the glitches are really cool, especially in the first half. I think the movement is really nice. I mean, it's not like it's a perfect speed game. There's definitely some parts I don't like about it, like Palace of Twilight really sucks. The entire second half is, in general, less interesting than the first half, but I think TP has a lot of cool stuff. What makes Metroid Prime fun? Metroid Prime, the movement is amazing in Metroid Prime. Very low on cutscenes. It's like all the gameplay, it's like very high, mostly gameplay based, like not a lot of downtime, fast paced, lots of really cool tricks. Metroid Prime is just all around really cool. You probably are, Pasher. I don't see what there is to like about Palace. No, it is not 90% out of bounds. It's like 3% out of bounds. It's just the out of bounds parts are memorable. Echoes is pretty out of bounds a lot, but even then not 90%, not even like 10% probably. 60 really? That sounds really high. Come on. Navi is blocking my view. Yeah, I touched my blowfish. I remember hearing a story about that. That's pretty funny. My timer is live split. The setup is 2 frames after Link's head is fully in the wall. So like, I look for the frame where Link's head is the most in the wall as possible, where only a tiny bit of his head is showing, and then I advance 2 frames from that. I also use a different visual cue as like a second backup, where I look for Link's hat to be kind of lined up with the Master Sword horizontally. But that's more like a backup check than my primary visual cue. Last time I watched an Echoes run, been a while actually. I still haven't watched the AGDQ low percent run. I kept meaning to go back and watch that and never got around to it. And the SGDQ run. The Prime 1 SGDQ run. I need to watch both of those. I have been a bad Metroid Prime viewer lately. Skip 8 minutes in. Alright, sure. Which Prime game do I want to run the most? Prime 1, but Prime 2 also looks super cool. Actually, Prime 3, with all the big skips, also looks super cool, but it also looks like cancer. Like, Prime 3 has some really, really cool skips, but they look so stupidly hard. And it took people years between when they were found and when people started actually doing them in runs, which also kind of speaks to the difficulty. So, yeah. Oh no. Okay. Oh yeah, Prime 3 in 2015 was not that great. Prime 3 in 2015 was like, uh, it had some tricks, but it was mostly just kind of like, I wouldn't say natural route, but it wasn't super broken. It was only recently, like a few months ago, that um, the really big tricks were started to be implemented in Prime 3. What? Spirit Tracks is definitely better than Phantom Hourglass. Unless you guys are talking about a speedrun. As games, Spirit Tracks is way better than Phantom Hourglass. As speedruns, Phantom Hourglass is way better than Spirit Tracks. I like Breath of the Wild a lot. It's a really good game. Guys, please stop. Oh my god. Nice. How that Keese hit me through my shield, I will never know. You know, I'm always scared of one of these days, one of the chews not hitting Flare Dancer. It's my biggest fear. Do I want to play RuneScape later? Not particularly. Yeah, I have a recurring nightmare of missing the chew on Flare Dancer ever since I started running this category. No, I would not play RuneScape Mobile. I would not play regular RuneScape. When are we playing Cards Against Humanity again? I don't know. Eventually. We don't need to talk about that, Apesher. Yeah, the lag's fixed. I haven't dropped any frames since adult. Oh no. That's really bad. Alright, it's actually fine. So when I was doing the side hops, I was pressing the fish in midair, and doing that stops the timer until I hit the ground. And I had to do that repeatedly to buy enough extra time to actually do the fight and not die. It is definitely not safe to say this is the run. It is not safe to say this is the run until Void Warp. This run is never safe. And even at Void Warp, I'm probably gonna say something stupid like imagine dying to Ganon and then die to Ganon, even though I haven't even been touched by Ganon in like 5 years. But I'm probably gonna be stupid and jinx myself by saying that. Nice, I got a cutscene skip. Finally. Check this out. I don't even know if this is actually faster, because you have to wait a really long time for the door to open up. But I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is just walking around in the cutscene. It's like any other cutscene skip where you catch an item when a cutscene's starting. Just like the Poe cutscene skip, even. I think it's slightly different than the Darunia walk and talk, although I'm not completely sure. What's something good to start with that's short, not as bad as any %? I think No I Am Wrong Warp is probably the best thing to start with, outside of any %. Or 100%, yeah, you could start with 100%. It'll be hard, but you'll get better faster. It builds character. I actually found a strat last night that's a little bit faster than that, but somewhat risky. You can actually just make the third hover a regular drop the chew backflip hover. You like turn around after the second chew and then just do a chew drop backflip, but even though I never failed it in testing, I'm always kind of scared to go for it. Because it just seems pretty risky. Imagine getting a Deku Nut to Stalfos. There's one Deku Nut. But it's okay, it's far away. Imagine VC crashing on Forest BK skip. That would actually be a very minor time loss. I wouldn't mind that. That'd be like a minute. Oh, I got a VC crash like 2 days ago during practice. I haven't gotten any VC crashes up until, like, since I started playing VC after switching to it for this category. I haven't gotten any VC crashes until like 2 days ago. I forgot that VC crashes were a thing. It was on Bongo. I like shot one of Bongo's hands and it froze. I actually remember one of my very first VC crashes ever was also in the same situation, shooting Bongo, but I was shooting Bongo as Child. It was like when I was doing max percent Child. And I actually thought it was because I was Child and not just a random VC crash. It might have actually been GameCube actually, I'm not sure. Yeah, I heard Pit, although I won't believe it until I actually see it. And if it happens, oh boy, that's gonna be fun for speedruns. Oh no. Well, Apasher, I guess in that case it would be good. Actually, you know what? Honestly, if it was 1.2, but it had N64 controls and like good ESS and everything, maybe I wouldn't be that mad. Maybe it'd be okay. But what if it was 1.0 with good ESS and no lag and fast loading? Then it would be God tier. No, I have no plans to go back to MST. That's true, Pit. It would actually really suck in terms of accessibility for speedruns. Yeah, I'm sure there's no world in which they release 1.0 on N64 Mini. That is a problem, Pit. Although, I feel like most likely the N64 Mini controller would probably be better than N64 controllers, or at least the control stick probably won't be as disgusting. And that's my main complaint. If the control stick isn't as awful, which I assume they would probably fix, then it might not be that bad. I've done some MQ runs before. I don't have any plans on going back to MQ anytime soon, but I do have some old MQ runs on my YouTube channel. It's a pretty cool speed game. It's just that hardly anyone else runs MQ, so there's not a whole lot of motivation to go back to it. But it's got a lot of cool strats. There is a glitch to skip this cutscene. However, in this category I can't do it because I actually have no way of leaving Forest Temple without getting the Minuet of Forest unless I watch this cutscene. If I skip this cutscene, I would have to get the Minuet of Forest and then it would no longer be low percent. So this is actually required to skip an item, with the item being Minuet of Forest. Yeah, I use a GameCube controller, but the sensitivity thing is actually an issue with versions, not controllers. So the VC version or GameCube version is always going to have that high sensitivity. It's not a controller issue. But yeah, VC does have that annoying high sensitivity. You don't fix it, you get used to it and get good. Or you can be a cheater and get an adapter that fixes it for you, which is cheating. And no one should do that. The real answer is get good. Yeah, songs count as items. Songs, medallions, stones, anything that appears in your inventory. Basically anything that would count towards 100% counts towards low percent. It's technically not officially cheating, there's technically no ruling on it, but I will always look down on anyone that uses it. Is Epona an item? It's actually debatable, and I don't think there's any clear consensus on it. Thankfully, it's never really an issue, but I would say maybe. I don't actually know. Come on. Oh my god. All that matters to me is if a run is done on an official version. I don't care if it's VC or N64 or whatever. I mean, I would prefer if all runs were done on N64, if N64 was the fastest for everything. That's the ideal world, but that's probably not gonna happen. Do I have to list them, Apasher? Can I not just, like, pull you guys in when it's time? We gotta make this all official and stuff. Whatever, I'll list you and Pitt as commentators. Oh. Every time I enter here, like half the time I forget that there's no cutscene here. It's very rare to ever come into Desert Colossus without the cutscene not having been watched already. Pull a chibi and invite yourself. Probably not. I almost fell. I am the leaderboard. I determine all rules for OOT. Yeah, runs without bottle is possible. No, I am wrong. Warp used to not get bottle at all. MST used to not get bottle before wrong warp. Bottle is just these days. It's just too fast to not skip because it saves so much time in so many different ways. But you can definitely skip bottles. It's just they're super useful for going fast. Will fish die if you don't catch it again? Yes. The fish actually dies a really horrible death if you don't catch it again. It dies by death by disappearing forever. The worst way to die. Can you imagine just disappearing? It dies by death. Yeah. Really sad. Man. Man. Come on. No, touching the magic wouldn't matter. Getting a magic jar doesn't count towards your item count. Magic itself is what counts towards your item count. I actually do want to grab a magic jar because I don't want to grab a magic jar later when it could actually mess stuff up. But I've already gotten a magic jar. I got one back in Forest Temple. At least I think I did. That's where I planned to get my magic jar. I might have actually forgotten it. I don't know. Anyone remember? I did get it, okay. Do I know how Lobo is doing? I don't. Although I've seen his cousin Moist around occasionally. Thanks, Ento 5000. She got killed to death. Poor thing. Dude, please don't make this hard. Okay. Dude, what do I do? Okay. When they're on opposite sides of the room, it's the absolute worst. Thanks for the 38-month resub, Canary Bird. I care that you exist, Space Glace. Did you resub and I missed it? Thanks for the 7-month resub, Space Glace. I'm sorry. I was very focused on this very intense Twinrova fight. Why do the two grandmas become young? I don't know. The cheerleader effect. I lost time there because Twinrova is essentially random with how much time you can lose or save. Like how fast they shoot in the first phase is they can take like between 5 and 25 seconds, I think. Depending on, I mean, I'm sure that there's like a more specific range, but they can take a really long time to shoot, or they can shoot pretty fast. So I just lost time to randomness there. Thanks for the 102 bits, Billy. Yeah, there's 2 chews that were saved. It's possible to do action swap in Ganon's castle with 0 chews now, which saves 2 chews. So one of them goes to using it for getting the Shadow Temple instead of the stupid Poe, and the other one goes to Void Warp. Yeah, I have the Chew to skip Poe Super Slide, so this next split should be fairly calm, as long as I don't fail it. I might be stupid and fail it, I don't know. How many bits for 100%? 69 million, or I PB this run. If you're looking for the leaderboards for this category, it's on the Ocarina of Time category extensions page on speedrun.com, not the main Ocarina of Time page. But I'm the only one on the leaderboards right now anyway. Yeah, I think Water Temple is still probably the hardest part in the run. Actually, I don't know if... Actually, I don't know anymore. I don't know what the hardest part of the run is anymore, because I feel like I've gotten better at basically every part, and I don't really think of any specific part as super difficult now. I'm not really sure. Woo. No more Poe Super Slide. This may or may not be the run. It's a 50% chance. It either could be the run or it could not be the run. Explain DDM's name. So then the real name is Master Quest All Dungeons and Dungeon Skulltulas, and that's just kind of a long name. And people were trying to think of a shorter name for it, and then people started spouting memes, and then someone just said Dungeon Dice Monsters because it was funny and a Yu-Gi-Oh reference. And everyone loves Yu-Gi-Oh references, and so we're like, yeah, dude, DDM. Hi, Cosmic, thanks. How do you learn songs without Ocarina? When you enter a cutscene where you learn a song, there's nothing that actually requires you to have the Ocarina. So you don't have to do anything special. It just auto plays the Ocarina for you in the cutscene. And then to use the Ocarina, all you have to do is do Ocarina items. And also, as a side note, whenever you enter a cutscene where you learn a song and you don't have the Ocarina, it'll always default to showing Link as having the Ocarina of Time, but that's just like a visual thing, it doesn't actually affect anything. Safety heart. I know, right, Pit? There's no reason not to do it, unless you're scared. You're a scared little baby, and you don't do it. I love mega flipping off the wall. It makes me look cool. Teach you how to be cool. Cool can't be taught. You gotta be born with it. I was born cool. Nice. Did I get arrows? I did. You can't post cool cat because it's a bad emote. It is, in fact, not cool. Well, you can grab boss keys, Pit, so I don't see why not. It's a shame the run is gonna VC crash. Yeah? Has anyone ever gotten a VC crash in Light Arrow cutscene? I think in any cutscene in general, I think that would be the funniest VC crash. Yeah, that was ISG to defeat Bongo. Do I have time to read some donations? I sure do. We have a $5 donation from Germany. Kill the animals, save the frames. Shoutouts to Germany. Greetings from cancer. A handful of times, Cap, yeah. You got it shooting a light arrow at the end of Collapse. Nice. The speed police have set up a speed trap. Oh no. Oh yeah, the donation didn't say hype. Wow, what a bad donation. I wouldn't say this is a god run, but it's pretty good. Greetings from Frames. Kill the Germany. Save the cancer. Love animals. Dude, I think I'm gonna get out of the Light Arrow cutscene at the same time that PB starts the Light Arrow cutscene. A roll call from the couch. Hey guys, my name is ZFG, I'm your runner for today. And these other people on the couch are my Twitch chat. They'll be helping me commentate. A 1,000 people on the couch. I got so far ahead partly because of new strats, although the new strats is only like a minute time save, and then the rest is just my PB sucks. This is a very hard category, so my PB has a lot of big time losses. It's just that it's hard to not have any kind of big time loss because this category is very difficult. Although I have gotten past the majority of the super difficult stuff. I think the first 2/3 of the run are harder than the last third. I split this run into like 3 different parts. There's Child 1, pre-Ganon's Castle, and post-Ganon's Castle. Or post-Ganon's Castle 1, I guess. And the first 2/3 are definitely the hardest. Maybe with the exception of Trials. Actually, I keep saying that Trials and Water Temple are the hardest, but I also consider the last third of the run to be the easiest. I don't know. That's a bit contradictory, isn't it? I'm contradicting myself. Yeah, PB failed cutscene skip. I think I pressed Z too early for the cutscene skip in that run. No, PB is definitely not confirmed unless my power goes out. There's definitely things that can kill the run. When I say the last third is the easier part, it's the easier part out of very difficult parts. Commentated 100% PB run. I wanted to do that on whatever run I was satisfied with in 100%, which was going to be whatever run I get after 4:15:03, and then I never beat it. So next hundo run, or next hundo run that I'm satisfied with, which will be in who knows, because we all know that I'm never satisfied. I do want to do commentary on this run though. Even if this run like starts to go downhill, as long as this run PBs and it's like not awful, I want to do commentary on this run. But you never know, I could fail everything. But downhill is faster and saves frames. That is true. You do move faster going downhill. How many bits for me to do 10 jumping jacks? A lot. Oh my god, this is gonna be bad. Ideally, I should be able to get that into position in 2 sets of pulls instead of 3. Pit, I just want to go with the hover method because it feels way more consistent. I feel like I've never gotten the roll jump slash consistently. Although maybe it just needs a setup. But even then, I don't think there's a big difference between it. I'm hacking? What do you mean? The reason the spike traps barely ever hit me is you have invincibility near the end of your roll, and I'm timing my rolls so that I go through them during the invincibility time. So the purpose of all those side hops was to load a bunch of light beams. The light beams at the top of this room that connect to the barrier, they don't unload when you leave the room, but another set loads when you re-enter the room. So I loaded a bunch of those, and then by doing that and also going in and out of Shadow Trial, I can unload stuff in this room, and I unloaded the big rock that's blocking Light Trial normally. So I can just walk into Light Trial. Normally you would need gold gauntlets to get in here. So basically I am cheating, yeah, sure. I am violating speed laws. And with all those light beams loaded, if I went into the next room normally, some of the rubies wouldn't load, so I wouldn't be able to complete the puzzle. And so I intentionally got crushed by that chest. The point of entering Shadow Trial, I'm not sure like the exact specifics, but I think it like loads and unloads things in a certain order that makes the block unload faster. So the use of the chew to get with the pot is, I used a ground jump to get up there, and to do a ground jump you need to try grabbing something while targeting and shielding, and then have your shield get hit. And then if you try to do a backflip or a side hop, you'll get a little jump forwards, and that allows me to grab the ledge. And so I used the chew as my damage source and the pot as the thing I was grabbing. The last time I played OT the intended way was a long time ago. Don't start a sentence with so. So what if I start a sentence with so? The point of only doing 2 trials right now is I can't do the forest trial until much later on because I require having a Deku Stick on B. And I need to do some other stuff to get Deku Stick on B. But I need to get the bomb chews right now because if you noticed earlier my bomb chew count was at 0 before I went into Ganon's Castle, and Ganon's Castle is a 20 bomb chew chest, which is pretty important. And Fire, Shadow, and Water Trial, they could be done earlier or later. But I prefer to do them later because I have to dupe over my bow for Fire Trial, and it just makes using arrows less convenient because I would always have to equip light arrows, and I would also have to use up all my magic if I want to use normal arrows and not light arrows. So it's just more convenient to do Fire Trial later on, and then Shadow and Water Trial are just better to do whenever I'm doing Fire Trial. So that's why Ganon's Castle is awkwardly split up. There's some new time savers for 100%, but not a whole lot. There's like, in total, maybe a minute of new time saves. Might be closer to 45 seconds. Yeah, DC is pretty easy now. That might have been too early. Yeah. Dang. This trick's kind of annoying. Alright. Yeah, this run's good. It's not amazing, but it's good. It looks amazing because 5 minutes ahead seems like a lot, but it's just that this category is hard and there's lots of big time losses in my PB, and there will likely be big time losses in this run if it PBs. Nice. No fairy death hookshot jump because I don't have hookshot. It's kind of an important part of that trick. I get the switch to stay down by checking the keys with Navi at the same time I hit it. So I'm essentially walking during the cutscene where the switch is supposed to be being pushed down and the door is supposed to be closing. So for the King Dodongo fight, I gotta feed him bomb shoes. And so I use a ground jump to feed him bomb shoes. And I get a ground jump off of this bomb flower plus him trying to attack me. And no, I can't use the bomb flower because I don't have any strength upgrade. Yes, you can use the bomb shoes to light the eyes in Dodongo's head. The big head you need to light the eyes for. You can use bomb shoes for that, but you don't want to do it in this run because bomb shoes are too precious and there's no real benefit of doing that since you can do it without it. I'm losing time. I feel like I should be saving time. Oh, I failed the stairs thing, I guess. What makes you ground jump is trying to grab something while shielding and targeting, and having your shield get hit while you're doing that. So I'm trying to grab the bomb flower while shielding and targeting, and then King Dodongo hits my shield. And then what happens is, when you try to do a backflip or a side hop, you get that jump. What happens is the backflip or side hop gets cancelled, like the animation gets cancelled, but your upwards momentum still happens. And so you just jump up. Any other big mistakes my PB had? Yeah, Water Temple had a super bad Morpha fight, so I can save like 2.5 minutes in Water Temple. I can save a minute in Ganon's Castle. And I can save 2 minutes at Collapse, not because of PB's mistake, but because I do Void Warp now. So there's still like another 5 minutes I could save. But don't count on it, because I'll probably make some mistakes before that too. How many runs have I completed of this category? Probably like... depends on if you mean including when it was 23 items. So I did like a month of runs with 23 items and then a little over a month with 22 items. I think together probably like 10-ish, 15-ish. Oh no, oh no. Run as ogre. Completely ogre. I'm losing like 20 seconds to this. I didn't buffer that because I wasn't angle changing. I was just releasing and pressing Z again, which definitely should not require a pause buffer. Man, look at all the time I would have saved if I didn't fail the Wes. If I didn't drop the Wes. Or look at that small time loss from dropping the Wes. Nice, first try. I definitely wouldn't speedrun as much if streaming wasn't a thing. There's no way I would do this if I wasn't... I wouldn't do this as much if I wasn't streaming. I'd probably do it a little bit, but yeah. How difficult is this category compared to Max Percent Child? I'd say they're pretty similar in difficulty. Why is that shot difficult? Okay, so in that room there's this big spinning whirlpool, and that whirlpool has invisible walls in the water for some reason. And so if I just try to shoot the switch, there's a pretty good chance I just hit an invisible wall. So what I do is that the walls are in sync with how the whirlpool spins. So as long as I time it properly, I can hit the switch properly. So I actually use Navi as a timing method. So I enter the room with Navi put away, and then I take out Navi as soon as I enter the room, and then when I hear Navi get put away a second time, I shoot, and that way it should always sync up properly. And then I also have to side up into the water at the same time, so I can actually fall to the bottom. I don't think the invisible walls are actually to push you around, because the water current itself works the way it should. Like, you can actually notice that, you can actually notice, like, Link moving a very slight amount, as if he's going through a wall when you're swimming around in the whirlpool. Which means it's not that it's pushing him around, it's that there's a little moment where he kind of just clips through a wall. So I don't really understand what goes on in that whirlpool. Yes, she disappeared. Normally, you can't actually see what happens to Ruto when you, after you watch that cutscene, you just kind of float up and you just don't see her again. But since I was out of bounds, you were actually able to see she just disappears. I did, unfortunately, do Master Quest any percent because I sold out. How am I not drowning? When you don't have the Zora Tunic, how long you can stay underwater depends on your health. You get 2 seconds per quarter heart or 1 second per full heart. And so as long as I get out of as long as I don't stay underwater for too long, I'm not gonna drown. And then in addition to that, the timer for your water timer doesn't even come up for a few seconds. You have to be underwater for a few seconds before it actually shows up, so you have plenty of time underwater. I don't do any percent because it's a bad category and not fun. Nice. I'm always scared of that trick because sometimes that setup just seems like it doesn't work and I'm never sure why. I'm always scared of that trick. How did I fall down? I was out of bounds. There was nothing preventing me from falling down, but the key to that trick is if you just fall down normally, you just end up in the water in the room below. What you actually have to do is fall down in a specific way so you get an anti-grav effect on the ceiling above. So you actually, like, you fall, you clip in bounds, and you get hung up by the ceiling a tiny bit, which allows you to go a little bit farther and actually get to the other side of the room. Okay, so this is probably the hardest trick in the run, so don't get too excited yet. Dang. A tiny bit too low. Told you guys it's hard. Scuttlebug raising. I should have known that wouldn't work, but I was too scared to go higher, because a lot of times if I go higher, it won't work at all, because the Tektite won't hit me anymore. Oh no. This is risky. Are you serious? That, I don't understand how it failed. Uh... Oh no. Okay. I I don't know. Like, I can't just go infinitely high. There's a certain point where if you keep trying to go higher, the Tektite is gonna start missing you, and then that itself is a reset. So I can't just keep going as high as I want. See, this is what I mean. I try to go too high. No, there's no visual cue I can really use to see how high. I usually either do 8 or 9 hovers, and then I see like how long it takes the Tektite to jump and hit my shield. I use like a kind of audio cue-ish thing. Check that out. Where's the fairy? Nice, I didn't mean that. How much time am I losing? I'm gonna lose like 8 minutes on this split. Hard trick, man. At least I have Morpho manipulation strats, so this fight should be easy now. Nice, the double-double. Explain the strats. So you just go in the water at the start of the fight, and then wait until he makes a tentacle facing away from the platform, then climb up, and he should be jumping. And now that's like, that's always been kind of the strat, but the strat to keep it going is you just, as soon as you hit him, you go back in the water, you wait for the tentacle to fully form, and then try it again, and you just repeat it like that. You kind of lock him into a cycle. Well, that's dumb. 8 minutes lost. I can save a minute at trials, actually like a minute and a half at trials, and 2 minutes at escape, so I can still PB. Honestly, if the rest of the run goes fine, I'll probably just stick with this run. It's super dumb to have an 8-minute time loss, but like most of the rest of the run went pretty well. Void Warp saves 2 minutes. I saved so much time in the fight because my PB's fight was horrible and didn't have good strats, and I now have good strats. Eight minutes is huge, but honestly what I care more about for this category is a run that kind of looks overall good, rather than is this specific time. And as really dumb as an 8-minute time loss is, the rest of the run is pretty fine. I don't know, we'll see. Because I also need to get back to Hundo soon. So, I don't know. Both tubs get. I do want to play 100% again, and also I'm doing it for the ZSR marathon, so I kind of have to get back to it. I don't think I've ever failed the Tektite hover 5 times in a row like that, even in practice. It's super dumb. So I have to steal a rod, go in the water, get out, and save to get Deku Stick on B. And I need Deku Stick on B to complete Forest Trial. So, to do the forest trial, I have to do a trick called action swap, where I have the bow in my hand, and I have to pull out Deku's stick without actually pulling it out, or I have to attempt to pull it out by doing it between shield hits. Mess it up. Frame rate. So I want to press the Deku stick right after the first hit on my shield. Alright. So now when I pull out Deku stick, it'll shoot a lit arrow. Like as if an arrow went through a torch. And now I have that torch lit. And now I can complete the trial. Stop. Stop. Yeah, PB's still possible. No, the Morpha fight was actually perfect. I just failed the Tektite Hover Mega Flip 5 times. Nice. If you die with a fairy mid-jump holding a ledge, you get teleported to the top of the ledge. That's actually used in Forest Temple. That's how I do the block room in Forest Temple. Because I need to save them, Oknez. I can't get more chews. There's no such thing as more chews in this run. Getting more chews would require an extra item. I didn't save. Oh well, don't fail this. Alright, most of the rest of the run is not too hard. Aside from, like, Void War, but that's not really hard, that's just luck-based. No, there's no way to access Bombchu Bowling as adult. Actually, I think I heard that the loading zone might be there, but there's no way to access it. Although I've never checked myself. I feel like I just heard that. You were wrong about that? Okay, never mind. Nerds is a liar. Okay. The floor that's... So it's there, but it's not flagged as a loading zone. That's weird. Yes, I lost 8 minutes in Water Temple because Tektite Hover is a hard trick. Why is my enter deck split an item I don't get in the run? That is a good question. I don't know. What other icon would be a good enter deku split icon? Hey, Kikazagal, thanks for the 100 bits. Literally, the Deku Tree is a split icon, but I don't like using anything other than actual in-game icons. I don't want to use a stupid little Deku Tree cropped image. It'll look gross. I say that as I use Ganon as my Ganon split. Dampé and Ganon are special exceptions. Deku Tree would look gross. Smugsy Boo, if you're asking if you open the Kikiri chest as adult, the chest actually isn't there as adult. You can actually get there just with hovering and stuff, but the chest just isn't there. Nope, the Kiri Sword chest just doesn't exist. The boulder's there, everything else in that area is there as it should be, except the Kiri Sword chest. What if the Kukiri Sword chest as a doll was actually the 40th heart piece? That would be cool and dumb. Well, I don't get why people are still calling it the 40th heart piece. Like, you can't actually get it. It's just an icon. As far as I'm aware, yeah, I don't think you can even have that icon appear without cheats, but it really shouldn't be called the 40th heart piece. Man, what's with all these badly named tricks? With time stop and the 40th heart piece. Well, not trick, I guess, but it's still poorly named. What's called the 40th heart piece is there's a certain scene set up in Kukiri Forest where like you walk around and a heart piece will just appear above your head as if you got like a regular arrow or bomb pickup or whatever, or a heart pickup, but it's actually a heart piece. It doesn't actually do anything, it doesn't go in your inventory or anything. It's just called that. Did I pause? I think I paused. I paused. Did I do a safety pause? Just in case. Aperture grills. The thing is, I have to beat Deku no matter what. And when you beat Deku, you pretty much always want to do the wrong warp no matter what, because the cutscene is so long. So if you're going to beat Deku no matter what, and you're going to do the wrong warp no matter what, you might as well do the wrong warp at a time where it's beneficial to you. I know, Chris, but I don't want to risk it at all. I want it to be as precise as possible, so I just like that setup. Alright, let's see if I get Void Warp. Hope a rock doesn't hit me. It's over. Oh my god. Oh my god. I am a legend. I am the most legendist legend that has ever played this game. How? I did not deserve that. No, I definitely did deserve that, because I'm a legend. Of course I deserve that. I actually completely messed up my setup, by the way. Like, the reason that rock was even there was all my fault. Because, like, normally what I do is I wait in the corner and wait for a spawn rock that's supposed to always appear above Link or near Link. And I actually mistook a little shadow on the side for a rock shadow, and it wasn't actually a rock shadow. That's why that rock appeared above me anyway. So I messed up, and that's why the rock shadow appeared as I was pulling out the bomb shoe. But, you know, it all worked out. Yes, I did do a frame perfect backup somehow that I've never done before. I just like, I don't know, I just had like a feeling of exactly how long I needed to move based on the bomb shoe timer. I just know the bomb shoe timer really well, I guess. How is uptime 250? Funny story, I dropped 40,000 frames earlier this stream, including a stream going down. Come on, I just did that amazing backup for Void Warp and you actually thought there was any chance at all of me getting hit by Ganon? It was a sloppy fight, but don't ever assume that I would have gotten hit. Reminder that this run had an 8-minute mistake at Water Temple. I could have saved 2.5 minutes on a split and I lost 6 minutes. And so I made an 8-minute mistake and this could have been a 304. Okay, so I think what I'm gonna do, like, this run, other than Water Temple, was actually really good. And then Water Temple was really bad. So, like, honestly, I'm okay with stopping on this run, just because the rest of the run was so good. So I think what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna take a break during the credits, because I want to record the credits in case I do keep this as my last run. take a break, and I'll do more runs for only today. Splice it. Okay, you know what? I actually kind of want to splice this, because I'm not gonna lie, like, the main thing I want out of this category is I just want a run that I can post on YouTube with commentary, mainly for entertainment purposes, and just, like, you know, show a nice, clean run to viewers who want to watch this kind of thing. But if I splice it, then everyone's gonna go like, oh my god, cheated, and then no one's gonna watch a cheated run. Even though the entire purpose is just, like, entertainment purposes. And I honestly don't care, like, about the time itself. So I kind of want to splice it, yeah, you know what? I do want to. I won't, but I want to. Anyway, I'm gonna go take a break during the credits. I will continue runs I will continue doing runs today for another few hours, but after today I will not be doing any more runs, period. So if I can PB twice in one day, which I can totally do, you know, I'm pretty good. So if I PB twice in one day, that's cool. If I don't, that's cool. Yeah, in this category. I mean, today will be the last day that I do this category. And hopefully I PB twice in one day. No, dude, after that save at Void Warp, I'm amazing. I am the best. Yeah, afterwards I'm going to 100%. Quitting this category, not quitting OOT. I probably should just retire after that Void Warp save. This is the highlight of speedrunning OOT. It's all downhill from here. Alright, I'm gonna go take a break. I'll be back. I will do more runs. And hopefully PB again. Maybe get a run that doesn't have an 8-minute mistake.